littering. Opie said he's making sure, and friends Opie was, 'cause he also took the toilet seat off the toilet so I couldn't hit myself over the head and drown. And he also took the toilet paper off the roll so I couldn't bend the bars, roll the toilet paper out the window, would slide down the toilet paper and have an escape. And it was all over till the next morning when we had to go to court. Got to the court, sat down. Opie got to the court, sat down. And on his desk he laid out the 11 glossy photographs with a paragraph in the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one to be used as evidence against us. Sat down. Bailiff came in, sat down, said, "All rise." Judge walked in with a seeing-eye dog. I sat down. Judge sat down. Opie looked at the seeing-eye dog. And then he looked at the 25 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and the paragraph on the back of each one. Then he looked at the seeing-eye dog. And friends, there was nothing that Opie could do about it, because it was another case of American blind justice. And we had to pay a fee and go pick up the garbage. We went back to Alice's restaurant. She had a few crosswords for Opie on the telephone. Had a Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat. But that's not what I came here to tell you about. Came to talk to you about the draft. See, they got a building there in New York City called Whitehall Street. That's where you walk in, you get inspected, neglected, detected, rejected, and selected. I went in there the other day to get my physical examination. Got good and drunk the night before. See, I wanted to look like the all-American kid from New York City. Sergeant came in, sat down, filling out the forms. I said, "Sergeant, I want to kill. I want to kill. And he started jumping up and down with me, yelling, "Kill, kill, kill, kill." They finally brought me over to a bench, put a medal on me, said, "You're our boy." We had a lot of fun filling out the forms and sitting on the benches, and I turned the form over. There's just one question on the back, in fine print, in parentheses, quotated. It said, "Kid, have you ever been arrested?" And I proceeded to tell him the story of Alice's restaurant massacre with the 3-part hominy, and tell him the story of Officer Opie and the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows on the back of each one. He said, "Stop it right there." He said, "Kid, have you ever been to court?" And I proceeded to tell him the story of Officer Opie and the seeing-eye dog. And he said, "Kid, go have a seat on that bench over there that says Group W. I went over there, sat down on the bench there, Group W. That's where they put you if they think you're not moral enough to join the army. And there's a whole bunch of mean, nasty guys over there. Mother rapers, father stabbers, father rapers, mother stabbers, and the meanest, nastiest, greasiest, most ugly father raper of them all. He sidled over me. He said, "Kid, what'd you get?" I said, "I didn't get nothing. I had to pay a fee and go pick up the garbage." He said, "Kid, what were you arrested for?" I said, "Littering." They all moved away from me on the bench there until I said, "and creating a nuisance," and they all came back, and we had a great time smoking cigarettes, playing with the pencils, and hanging out on the Group W bench. Master at Arms came in. He said, "Kid, I need to know the details of the crime, all the details of the crime, everything you got to say, Phil, about the thing." And he talked for 45 minutes, and nobody understood a word that he said till he asked us, "Kid, have you rehabilitated yourself?" And I said, "I mean, you got a lot of damn gall to ask me if I've rehabilitated myself. Go to Vietnam, burn farms, kill women and all these villagers after being a litter bum." He said, "Kid, we don't like your kind. And we're gonna send your photographs and fingerprints off to Washington. And friends, I'm not lying. I cannot tell a lie. Somewhere in Washington, D.C. in a file cabinet, there is the details of Alice's Restaurant Massacre with the 3-part harmony, and the store of the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and the paragraph on the back of each one. And all you gotta do next time you're in a situation like this, you walk into your nearest draft office to the psychiatrist and you say the following words: "You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant." Said, "Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track." Said, "You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant." Could you imagine if one person did that? Well, they'd think he's crazy. They'd lock him up. And if 2 people did it, well, they'd think they're both faggots and they wouldn't take either of them. But if three people did it, walk in, sit down, start singing up our Alice's Restaurant, well, they might think it's a movement. And friends, that's what it is, the Alice's Restaurant Massacre anti-war movement. And the only thing you got to do to join is to just walk in and wait around and sing it when it comes around on the guitar. We're just waiting for it to come around on the guitar is what we're doing. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Said, "Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant." That was terrible. I don't know how you expect to end this war and protest non-violently if not everybody sings. So next time it comes around on the guitar, we're just waiting for it to come around on the guitar is what we're doing. Everybody sing along with the three-part harmony and the feeling. Sing up our Alice's Restaurant and walk out. Here we go. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Said walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad tracks. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant.